Well, you know by now that I've been planning a bow hunting trip, three-dayer. I'm going to leave on a Sunday after work and come back on a Wednesday to go to work. And kind of want to go up in the Wellsboro area. I got doe license, so I can kill either species, either male or female deer. And I'd really like to take my haversack, but carrying as much water as I'm going to be needing in the mountain, I think the haversack is not going to cut it. I'm going to have to use my butt pack. And I've been messing around with the Whoopee, but I have since then went and got a smaller, lighter sleeping bag. The butt pack, I use my Army canteen, and I can cook out of my Army canteen cup, and I still have enough room to put some alcohol in here for my transient stove, and I got enough room to put some food in there and carry some luxury items. So I know I can live out of this for 24 hours the way it's packed, and that's maybe a little more. I don't have my ropes in there; they're in here because I went out and did an overnighter. I didn't do a video of it, but to show you what's going on here with the haversack project. Of course, space blanket. In case the weather does get colder, my transient stove. I don't have all the food in there, but there's food there. A cup to eat out of, my strobe light for emergency, some toilet paper, my spork, my Army poncho, which I'll be using for tarp and rain cover, nibbles. I don't have my little bag of jerky in there. My little 5x7 tarp to lay down on. I went and sprung and got a new saw. It's not a Baco Laplander, but I got this one here out of the bow section. Trying this out. My other one is old. Of course, there's a little bit more soup. A multi-tool. Spare knife. There's my sleeping bag. A little bit shorter, a little bit less bulkier. I can squeeze it down even more, make it smaller, but it fits in my haversack. Of course, I'll have my handy dandy matches that Mark gave me, and my what the heck happened next kit, and my little Swedish kit with my homemade stove for my Transia. My thermometer. So all that fits in there. I'm trying to cut down on bulk weight. I not necessarily have to take this It's just a thing I've been carrying and I use it. Now I don't have my garbage bags in there in case I need them. In case it would happen to get super cold, I can use them for a overbag. In case I get cold. Another thing is for 3-day kit, because it is going to be fall, I have to watch out for burn bans. So if I have to watch out for burn bans, I won't be able to build a fire. If I could build a fire, I wouldn't need this. I could just cook over the open fire. I decided against taking the other stove because the Trans-is, even with that probably lasts me 24 hours worth of cooking there, that bottle. It never goes back in the way. So I've got everything but a spare pair of wool socks in there. It's not packed right. You can see but I can fit a pair of spare pair of wool socks. I'm not taking a change of clothes. I can sleep in my skivvies. But the only reason why I said I'm going to take this butt pack is I can carry 3 quarts of water with me, knowing that water might be an issue too, because things kind of dry up, and then it could be rainy. If it's rainy, I'll build a fire. I'd rather build a fire. I'd rather cook off of a wood fire. The alcohol stove is a little on the slow side, but it's good and safe. I don't have to worry about it. But on a 3-day trip, I'm going to have to carry probably 3 of the cylinders for my jet stove, and that takes up room. The butt pack, this is not a GI issue, but just to give you a little overview on one reason why I'm taking the butt pack. Sorry about the not stopping it. Is the butt pack sets lower, and then I can put my crossbow across my back crossways, and that way when I'm going in on Sunday, that you can see it. You know, you can see that it's not caught or anything, and I won't happen to run into a game warden or a deputy game warden, I won't get fined because it won't be caulked. I will have my iron, my pull rope, and kind of the reason why I want to go in there is on Sunday instead of Monday is I'm already back there in the woods an hour the first day, and I get up, pack my gear, and go on. Maybe if I get bored, I can go on to another spot, maybe a little farther deeper or a little shallower. You know, it gives me some flexibility. And then Tuesday when I get up, I can come closer to the truck, and then I can hunt till 9 o'clock, then come home, dump the gear, and get ready for work. Hopefully somebody will pack my lunch. I'm debating on it. Hopefully she will. I really like to try the haversack. You know, reason being, it's fits on my side, and then when I'm not hunting, I just throw it down. If I'm walking with the bow, the haversack's back here, out of the way. It's not snagging up on the brush. So it's catch-22. If I was going to do an overnighter, the haversack would be it. I'm probably going to do a couple overnighters close home here. So the haversack kit will be out being used, because the only thing I'm going to be carrying is a lunch and breakfast, which is a cup of coffee, maybe 2 cups of coffee, and some instant oatmeal. And that don't, you know, sandwich bag will cover all that. And of course I have my snacks. I already have that in there, plus the jerky. I just didn't put the jerky in there. I didn't want to open a new bag up and just put a sandwich bag full of jerky. I only do it to its nibbles. You know, get a little hungry, you know, you're out there. It's nice to have a little jerky to chew on. So I am lightening this up, condensing it, so my kit won't be so bulky, because the last time I took a hike with this, it was killing my shoulder. And the Whoopee, I like it, don't get me wrong, but the downside of it is it only ties in a couple spots and lets a lot of gaps. This way, the little sleeping bag, I just zip it up. You've seen how small it is, and I zip it up, and I'll stay a lot warmer, a lot more comfortable, because fall's going to dip down into 30s maybe. If I do get cold, I just take the space blanket, lay it underneath me, and throw it over, tie the 2 corners together, and so what if it has a little gap in it? Or stick it inside the sleeping bag. Probably that's what I'll do, is I'll stick it in, make an envelope, and that way I won't kick it open. I'll stay warmer. I just don't want one or half dozen the other. Either the sleeping bag will get wet if I put it on the outside, or just me will get wet. Of course, I'm sleeping in my skivvies, and if my skivvies get wet, they're fast drying. I put my hunting pants on, my hunting shirt on. It'll wick out and self-dry. So, probably the way I'll go. I'll probably put it in the inside if I get real cold. Because you got to be ready for anything. You never know what the weatherman's going to give you. Or the big guy. Mostly the big guy. You can't project that far ahead because it's going to be a month out. So I'll be testing. I'm going to go for a hike today, take the dog for a walk, and see how this travels with this much gear. And because this is basically what I'm going to have in that rucksack, less 2 canteens of water. And riding in on the web belt isn't a big thing. They stick in close, and when you use them up, they weigh next to nothing. Whereas metal ones is not as bulky, but it's 1/2 dozen the other. At least with the butt pack, I can carry the canteen. I could carry canteen anyways and use the Army cup. But I got this, and I was watching Dave Canterbury's video, and this canteen's a little narrower, and the canteen cup's a little lighter. I know it's aluminum, and it doesn't have a lid. I'm still playing with my kit. The kit's always involved. So that's where I'm at on part 1.